What is up, YouTube? Jared Spalding here, and today I'll be talking about the top 3 places to get cheap or even free silver. Now, number 3, yard sales and garage sales. Now, you're probably thinking, well, what am I gonna find at a yard sale? People are selling old junk that I don't want, lawnmowers and other stuff that isn't useful to me. Well, here's the thing. One of two things could happen for you. One, you could either get lucky and find some coins people are selling, or two, you could put up an ad yourself for people selling coins. Go to their house and try to buy them off the people or person, or you can, if you're hitting up multiple areas, then that works too. As long as you can afford it, of course. Because unlike a coin shop, if you have an ad and then you go to the person and you can't afford any of their silver, then you might cause some aggravation for both you and the other person. But as long as you make sure you got your finances in order and you're prepared, you can go. You can get silver for maybe 60 or 70% of its actual melt value. Silver coins, or maybe even bullion if you're lucky. A person doesn't know the worth of silver, they may be using old silver charts. I say silver is worth a lot less, and then you buy it off the person. Now you could be a nice person, but nice guys finish last, especially when it comes to the silver market. You gotta get all the deals you can, and even if that involves ripping people off, doesn't matter. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, and this is a great example of that. You can get some really great deals, or maybe the person knows what they're selling and they're just giving it below value because you know the person, or it's junk silver or whatever. But either way, you gotta take advantage of any deals you can find. So, you get cheap silver. That's what this whole thing's about. So this video isn't called how to get cheap silver without offending people. Sometimes you're gonna have to do something. Now, if this does upset you, I think the next one might also. So let's go right on to number 2, and that is checking the rejection slots on Coinstar machines or other kind of banking machines. Now, you might be thinking, when am I going to find the rejection slots? How am I going to find silver if it's barely in circulation? But think about this. If you check it once a month, think about how many thousands of dollars in coins go through there. Someone's bound to get a silver coin rejected, and most people, they don't check the rejection slots because they don't care. They figure that either they don't hear it or it's just a dime, they figure, and they just leave it in there. Most people won't actually check them. And a lot of times you can find other things as well, like older foreign coins, newer foreign coins got rejected, or even silver coins from the US, or wheat pennies, or maybe a really old treasure. You could find something that had been in someone's change for a very long time and is now yours. Now again, you might consider this unethical, as you're basically taking coins that were other people's, but how are you ever going to find the person? Yeah, exactly, you're not. Now, if you don't like these 3 and 2, I'm sure that you will enjoy the last one, something you've all heard of, but I'm going to say it too, and that is coin roll hunting. Now, if you don't know what this is basically when you go and buy, let's say with dimes, you buy a $500 box of dimes. If you're getting a really big one, I don't even think that they make boxes that big, but like if you're getting a $500 box of dimes, or a bag, and then you search them all, and then take out any silvers, older, even the ones that aren't silver clad, but they're in really good condition, where you might even find some mercury dimes. With pennies, it seems to work very well because even though you're not going to find any silver, that's exactly it. About 40% of the coins you find or so, 35 to 40%, are going to be copper. Copper, as you probably know, is worth above the face value of a penny. It is worth actually in the penny itself about 2.8 cents, I believe, right now. Actually, excuse me. Actually, it's less than that. Copper is taking a dip, but it's still a decent amount over face value of the coin. And you can do copper hoarding and expect copper to go up as high as maybe $10 an ounce or more in the next 20 years. And then if we're looking at older pennies, whereas like finding a mercury dime or a older silver Roosevelt, you know. And with wheat pennies, you can also find those. Those have a minimum value of at least 6 cents if they're in decent condition. It might not seem like much, and it's really not, but you could find some older treasures, you know. And there are a lot of wheat pennies in coin rolls, really. People have found thousands before that at once, obviously. It does take persistence, and it does take a little bit of funding, but basically you're getting the coins for face value, and that is always the best way to pay for a coin, because, you know, who wants to pay more than they have to, right? Now, I've also found that the most successful coins for silver coin roll hunting is $half, and that's because of two key facts. For one, excuse me again, $half weren't as circulated as well as other coins, and they're not circulated anymore. You'll still see them in change, but they don't make $half like they used to. You know, you'll see maybe some memorials and stuff, like, you know, anniversary coins and stuff, but nothing you're gonna see getting pumped into circulation now. So there's a lot less coins in it, but all of the ones that are silver, you know, they didn't stop minting them in like the 50s or something. They're all the years for silver in them. Plus, most people don't know this, but unlike other coins in the US, these didn't stop being silver in 1964. As from 1965 to 1969, they were 40% silver with a 60% copper center, therefore allowing them to still be a decent amount above face value, and certainly worth your time and energy. But so I hope you enjoyed this video, and like I said, don't be afraid to take advantage of somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, because in the long run it's their own fault, and everyone's got to learn from their mistakes. Peace, love, and much respect.